Hello, I'm Matteo, the Chief Mobile Opinionist here at Tech Travel Geeks, and today we're going to unbox and review, after a few tests, the Alxum 100W GaN power delivery fast charger. For those of you who don't know, GaN stands for gallium nitride. It's a new way of building chargers with a new material which makes them more compact and more power efficient. Anyway, this is a review device provided by Alxum. We thank Alxum for sending us this UK review sample. Let's see what the packaging looks like. So as you can see on the front, you've got the Alxum branding, a picture of the charger itself, and a few specifications. So you have 3 USB Type-C ports and 1 USB-A port. The USB-A port is Quick Charge 3 compatible. That's Qualcomm's Quick Charge standard. That means that the output from that port will be 18 watts. And the 3 USB-C power delivery ports can charge up to 100 watts. That's individually. There's a bit of a complicated schematic on their website that tells you the combinations of charging ports used and how much they will output. But I'll leave a link in the description to the Amazon listing where you can see that. Now let's start by taking the charger out of the box. There seems to be one little user manual, that's it. So you have a plastic insert, cardboard box, and the charger itself. There's a bit of wrapping on the charger, let's take that off. Whoop, there we go. So you can see the charger itself is nice and solid. It feels quite good to hold. So it's got Alxum branding on the top here. At the bottom you can see this small detailed output chart, but we'll have a screenshot in the edited video as well as a few extra details. As you can see, this is approved by CE Mark, the FCC and the UKCA, so it has all the security checks you'd expect of an electrical product such as this. And if you look at the side of the charger itself, there's USB-C1, C2, C3 and USB-A, as we just said. And this is, as I said, the UK variant, so this is a UK plug, which we'll be trying out in our OFO multi-plug adapter. So let's start off by a quick look through the user manual. It has a quick schematic here explaining in a bit more detail the output. Is pretty much similar to the screenshot we've already overlaid here. And essentially, if you're using just one port, you get 100 watts. So you get 100 watts from each of the USB Type-C ports and 18 watts from the USB-A port. Now, let's plug it in. Here we go. And first thing we'll test it on is using our existing Charger cable, which we've already reviewed here on the Tech Travel Geeks YouTube channel and has made its way into my preferred travel bag. We're going to plug that into the USB-A port, and just to check, I'm going to plug it into the Google Pixel. This is the Google Pixel 6a. Let's plug that in. The Google Pixel 6a in this case is partially charged, so it probably won't pull the full 18 watts. But what it will tell us if it is compatible with rapid charging. So it's not saying that, it's just saying standard charging. And according to the Charger cable, that's running at 7, 8 watts, 9 watts. So it's not really running up very fast. Let's try it with another device that would probably pull a little bit more power. In this case, we'll take the Honor Magic 4 Pro. So we know this device can charge up to 100 watts. We've seen that in the long-term review. It is really a game changer when it comes to rapid charging. So this is pulling at the moment 11 watts. It's not going all the way up. Then again, it's not a Qualcomm quick charge device. So yeah, it's just standard charging there. Let's see, another smartphone that would probably be able to use the quick charge capabilities. Just going through my desk here. This is the Samsung S20 FE. It's only pushing 3 watts at the moment. It's probably because I don't have any devices that are flat enough to make the most of the rapid charging. Okay then, so in that case, let's put away this Essiger cable and take the, in this case, let's say the McDodo cable, which is 100 watt rated, and I have my little Velcro cable adapter. So we're going to plug that into USB-C 1 and take my HP laptop and see how much power that delivers in this context. It is USB-C power delivery. Let's see. The cable has gone to 0. It's currently gone up to 42, 57, 53, 62. As far as I'm aware, this laptop pulls up to 65 watts. And it seems to be doing a pretty decent job here. 65 at peak, but we're not getting much more than that. Great. Okay, so that's reassuring. Now let's see if with USB-C power delivery we can get anything more than 65 watts out of it. And we'll go back to the Honor Magic 4 Pro and see how that goes. It's not Honor's own charger, so we're only charging in this case at 10 watts. So it's not Honor's own 100 watt charging. You'll probably need another device that uses even more power and the right amperage combinations. Let's try, this is the Xiaomi 11T Pro 5G. So this does say that it is quick charging, but how much is it quick charging at? So I'm getting a quick charge there, and it says it's 28, 27, 28 watts at the moment. But this is, to be fair, at already a 67% charged device. So we are getting different readings depending on the device we're using and, more importantly, how power hungry they are. So let's try plugging in our Essiger cable into the USB-A port, plugging our 100 watt McDodo cable in USB Type-C port in, so we'll get a reading here of 27 watts. Plus, let's charge the Honor Magic 4 Pro, and that will charge at, we said 11, and then we'll get another USB-C cable. In this case, it's the Essiger USB-C to USB-C cable. And we'll plug that into the second port, and we'll use that to charge, in this case, the Google Pixel 6a, which will reset the chargers. Getting a bit of a disconnected thing here. Okay, so that is not consistent power. Let's try plugging in the S20 FE. Here we go. So that's charging that one as well. Seems to only be pulling 3 watts at the moment, but that's because it's fully charged. Okay, let's go into my magic drawer and pull out another device that probably needs a bit of a charge. What do we have here? Oh, here we go. Nice hungry Doogee. So this is the 10,000 milliamp hour Doogee. Let's see how that does. And again, it's only pulling 1 watt because it is a fully charged device. And we'll get, last but not least, using my cable I believe this is the Basius cable that we have covered here on the Tech Travel Geeks YouTube channel. Yes, that's the Basius one, going into the third USB Type-C port. And let's plug that in. So, according to the information provided by Alxum, the maximum output with all 4 ports here used is, in this case, 45 watts from USB-C 1, which is what we're seeing on the Xiaomi 11T Pro 5G. We should see 30 watts on the second one, that's the Honor, but we're only seeing 11 at the moment. And we should see 7.5 watts on the one plugged into the Basius cable, we're seeing 5 here, and finally 7.5 watts on the final one. So the more you plug in, the slower each one will charge. And if you're looking to charge your laptop, it's probably best you unplug all the other ports. And we'll do that now. And just double check that with my HP laptop. I'll just move these phones to the side. And we'll just check what the laptop pulls on its own. It is capable of, according to Alxum, 100 watts. In this case, we're getting 8, 40, 15, 16, 18. It's fluctuating, but it is outputting enough to charge, in this case, an HP X360 Elite laptop. It is a quite power-hungry device, so this should enable you to charge your laptop as well as other devices whilst on the go. What I'll do is take this on my next long-term trip at the end of the month. I'll take the Alxum charger with me as well as my OFO adapter and use it to charge my devices whilst out and about. And if you have any questions, feel free to ask them in the section below. I'm afraid I didn't have any devices completely empty to be able to show off that 100 watt charging, for example, on the Xiaomi 11T Pro 5G. But my full long-term impressions, ask me questions in the section below, and we'll do our best to get back to you. Just a little thing I noticed. This is now unplugged from the mains, and the LED light's still on. So it is an efficient LED light, and the gallium nitride unit inside this charger seems to be doing its thing. It essentially manages the power output, and part of that is keeping that little light on. Anyway, thanks to Alxum for sending us this review device of the UK plug Alxum charger. Thanks to Ronan the kitten for not interrupting this video too much. And if you don't already, please do subscribe to the Tech Travel Geeks here on YouTube. We cover consumer electronics, gadgets, accessories, and anything else we think makes the travel experience better. But for now, thanks for watching, and goodbye from me.